Welcome back to another 1,000 Pound Sisters recap. Let's talk about season 8, episode 7. I'm actually going to skip episode 6. I did watch it, but there's literally nothing to talk about. Basically, all you need to know is Amy did her art show. She sold a few paintings. Tammy refused to go. Tammy's birthday party happened. Amy avoided her. Chris talked about the New Orleans family trip, and Tammy said she was not going to go. So let's get into episode 7.
Yeah, I talked to Tammy, and she ended up just blowing up at me. She don't feel safe around us, which is the biggest crock I've ever heard in my life. I don't understand at all where that's coming from.
So Tammy is pretty much beefing with her entire family. She's starting to say that she doesn't feel safe around them, and Chris refuses to believe Tammy's accusation against Brittany. Remember, she has accused Brittany of pushing her out of the way, and then she hit her with her purse. I think it was in London. They went to the UK.
She about pushed me off the bus in the UK.
Everything goes in one ear and out the other with these
Now, Chris says if it were Misty, that would be more believable, but it could never be his sweet, angelic wife, Brittany.
If it was me or Misty, yeah, I could see it in a heartbeat. But not Brittany. To me, that's kind of a red flag of where Tammy is at in her head.
And since Tammy's not going to the family trip to New Orleans, Chris invites Brian to take her place. By the way, New Orleans, what is the proper pronunciation? Now, before the trip, Amy goes to the eye doctor to check up on her eyes for the first time since she was 13. She has something called ocular toxoplasmosis, and it's a parasitic infection of the retina frequently acquired through undercooked meat, contaminated water, or cat feces.
Toxoplasmosis is a parasite found in cat feces, and that eventually makes its way to the eye, and it infects the eye.
And I'm thinking, cat feces? I don't remember Amy having a cat. But then she tells the doctor that when her mom was pregnant with her, she slept with the cat litter under her bed every night. She does her vision test, she reads the letters out loud, and she says, for one of the letters, she says, O as in elephant.
O as in elephant, F as in Frank, L as in love, C as in cat, T as in Tom.
I don't know why she's doing the phonetic alphabet, but speaking of which, I just saw a video on social media that made me laugh so loud because it was a video, like a POV video of people not knowing the phonetic alphabet. So they say the most bizarre words, like instead of D as in David, they'll be like D as in disaster. So she learns that day that the vision in her right eye is pretty good, but her left eye is the problem because all she sees is a big black dot.
I just see a big black dot.
Now, the doctor says her right eye will probably be fine. She shouldn't expect any vision loss, which is such a relief for her. He even tells her that she could get glasses so she could drive. And she's like, what? I've always been told that I couldn't drive. And he's like, no, you could legally drive as long as you can see good enough from one of your eyes, which you can. And she's like, what? So this entire time I could have gotten my driver's license, she got very emotional, which is totally understandable. Because remember, one of her biggest insecurities is that she's a burden on her family. Her family would tell her that all the time because she couldn't drive. And this is exactly why you need to see the doctors regularly.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now it's just passing the damn test.
She went, what's 38 minus 13? 25 years without seeing a doctor. She gets some other news. Their surgery to fix her lazy eye so that it can look straight forward instead of sideways. And she cries. This has been her biggest insecurity ever. Even when she was over 400 pounds, she was more insecure about her eye than her weight.
Growing up, that's the only thing on my body I could not change. And now I can correct it. And now I feel like I'm going to be beautiful one day. Like I can finally be beautiful.
Everyone minus Tammy and Andrea get in the RV for their road trip. Chris even booked a 4-star hotel to celebrate Brittany. And I'm pretty sure Tammy would have thrown a fit about it, like, why didn't I get a 4-star hotel for my trip? You know, so I'm glad she didn't end up going to drag everybody else's mood down. Amy fills everyone in about all the good news she received at her eye doctor appointment.
I'm going to have surgery to correct my eye where it goes sideways. And eventually I might be able to drive and stuff.
Wow, damn.
I'm so excited for her. Being able to drive and getting that independence is a game changer. You can do anything at any time. You don't have to ask anybody. You don't have to wait for someone else or schedule it. Oh my God, she's gonna love it.
Honestly, it's a really big deal because that'll give Amy a sense of independence that she's never had. With that being said, anytime she got on the road by herself, I'd stay off of it.
Okay, in the next scene, Andrea is visiting Tammy's mom by herself because she needs some advice on what to do about Tammy. Her mood swings have gotten out of control. And just a few days ago, they got into a fight and Tammy was so mad that she took off the closet doors, ripped it off the hinges.
This is not normal. Your partner should not be ripping your closet doors off the hinges. Like, have anxiety, I'm a little nervous, but I can't continue with it like this.
The more we get to know Andrea, the more we learn that she's such a sweetheart. She arrives at Tammy's mom's house with flowers and hands them to her. Darlene compliments her by saying she looks great, she's lost weight, and she loves her new teeth.
I like your teeth.
Yeah. Do they look good?
Yes, they do.
They do?
They look original, yes.
Do they look like they're real?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I knew she looked different, but I couldn't figure out what it was. And she got a new set of teeth. She tells Mama Slayton that Tammy's starting to scare her because of her outbursts. She gets angry so often and so fast, it's causing her so much stress to the point her hair is falling out, and she's getting blisters all over her legs.
I got it kind of bandaged up, but you see that?
Yeah.
And when they showed a photo of her blisters, I was speechless. I have never seen anything like that. I was like, holy crap, you can get those from stress? They looked so painful. Darlene tells Andrea to take Tammy to a doctor, but Tammy needs to be in a good mood because we all know what happens when Tammy's in a bad mood. And somebody tells her to do something or suggests her to do something or get help, she will blow up.
I agree with Darlene. Tammy really does need to get help. The hard part is going to be going home and talking to Tammy about it.
Andrea just doesn't know how much more she can take. It's so bad to the point that she's been thinking about breaking up with her. And honestly, I hope she does, because nobody deserves to deal with that. And if I'm remembering correctly, Tammy lives with Andrea at her house, right? Like at Andrea's house. So she's ripping all the closet doors from Andrea's house. No. So she goes back home, takes Tammy out to the park to try and convince her about getting help. When Andrea brings up the New Orleans family trip and how Tammy didn't want to go, she gets mad again. She just like blows up.
It's gonna be freaking hot and my family just complains. Nobody should have to deal with that.
Oh my goodness, Andrea is constantly having to walk on eggshells. Mind you, she speaks in the most gentle, soft voice.
Why would I want to deal with that?
Well, I mean...
Nobody should have to deal with the bitching 24/7. Not a goddamn person.
Tammy admits that her temper has gotten really bad and that she's been dealing with so much anxiety lately. Like she doesn't want to leave her house, she's insecure about her body changing, and recently her mom has told her that she's gained weight, so she's worried about that too.
I feel like I put on weight. Mom told me I have.
Honestly, Mama Slayton does not help at all. If anything, she makes everything worse. Why would you tell Tammy that she's gained weight? Like that's so messed up. Andrea tries to tell Tammy that her mental health has been affected lately and the stress hasn't been good on her body. She can't live like this anymore. And if Tammy doesn't get the help she needs, then she doesn't know if she can stay in the relationship.
I'm at my breaking point. She needs help or I'm gone. Something has to change.
And that's where the episode ends. Oh, we got a bunch of scenes of the siblings going to New Orleans and everything that they did, but I pretty much skipped the entire trip until the very end where Misty surprises Amy with a bridal shower or like a bachelorette party, and Amy doesn't want to go because Legally's not there. I find that kind of annoying. Like Misty was definitely annoyed, and I totally get her because it's like we're here as a family. We want to do something nice for you, okay? If you want to have a get-together with Lily afterwards, then you can do that. But, like, your siblings wanted to plan something special for you in New Orleans. How are you going to be a sourpuss? I don't know. I just didn't like that. I thought that was annoying. But hopefully, Amy will suck it up and have a good time. What do you guys think is going on with Tammy? I've also noticed she doesn't just get angry. She gets very highly emotional and she cries a lot too. So it kind of reminds me of Amy last season where Amy just cried all the time. But this season, Tammy just gets mad or cries. And I think with Tammy, she resorts to anger because she doesn't want to cry. I just hope that she gets the help she needs. She needs to be back in therapy because Chris said in one of the episodes that Tammy has really fallen off therapy and she hasn't been taking care of her mental health, and Tammy needs to do that. It is so, so important. Anyway, that's it for this recap. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!